Have you ever looked at your cat and wondered, what's going on in your head right now? Looking at such a calm and graceful creature, it's hard to imagine the complex thought processes that might be hidden behind those mesmerizing eyes. Today, we're going to try and peek into the feline mind. We'll be ranking the top 5 smartest cat breeds, and the most exciting part, at the end, I'll show you how you can conduct simple tests yourself to see just how clever your furry genius truly is. I promise the results might surprise you. But what exactly does one smart cat mean? It's not just about being able to sit on command. Feline intelligence is a complex thing. It includes problem-solving abilities, like figuring out how to open the food cabinet. It's also excellent memory for people and places, and it's the ability to adapt to new situations and even manipulate their owners to get what they want. Admit it, many of us are all too familiar with that last point. It's important to understand that every cat is an individual, but some breeds, thanks to selective breeding and their history, truly stand out for their cognitive abilities. All right, let's begin our journey into the world of feline geniuses. Who's kicking off our top 5? Coming in at number 5, we have a breed that looks like a miniature wild puma, straight out of an ancient Egyptian fresco. Meet the Abyssinian cat. Its graceful, muscular body, large, radar-like ears, and expressive almond-shaped eyes immediately revealed its predatory nature. And its unique, ticked, agouti coat gives the impression that its fur constantly shimmers in the sun. But Abyssinians aren't just known for their striking appearance. Their defining trait is an insatiable curiosity, combined with high intelligence. A quick heads up, this isn't the kind of cat that will spend hours lounging on your lap. No, its motto is, movement is life. It will be your personal inspector, your shadow. Brought home a bag of groceries, your Abyssinian will immediately stick its curious nose into it. Opened a closet, it's already exploring its contents, gracefully leaping from shelf to shelf. This breed simply has to be aware of everything happening in its territory. It's this innate curiosity that keeps their minds constantly working. They don't just look, they analyze. How does this door open? What happens if I press this button on the laptop? How can I get my favourite toy from under the sofa? For an Abyssinian, your entire home is one big puzzle that they solve with incredible enthusiasm. They learn incredibly fast. Don't be surprised if within a couple of weeks, your Abyssinian learns to open interior doors by pressing the handle, or masters how to turn on a water tap to play with the stream. Their intelligence is practical. They use it to achieve their own feline goals. But with such a keen mind comes a downside. They get bored quickly. If you don't provide an Abyssinian cat with enough interactive toys, tall scratching posts, and your attention, it will find entertainment on its own, and it's not guaranteed you'll like what they come up with. This is a case where their intelligence needs to be constantly engaged with productive tasks. So that's number 5, the Abyssinian cat, a perpetual motion machine, an explorer, and an intellectual all rolled into one. An ideal companion for active individuals. But we're moving on to even more exceptional minds in the feline world. Moving right along our list, coming in at number 4 is a breed you simply can't mistake for any other. A true blue-eyed aristocrat whose elegance and sophistication have become legendary. We are, of course, talking about the Siamese cat. From the moment you see them, Siamese cats enchant with their striking looks. A slender, lithe body, a distinctive wedge-shaped head, large ears, and of course, those mesmerizing sapphire blue eyes. But behind this exquisite facade hides one of the most sociable and chatty personalities in the feline world. While Abyssinians discover the world through action, Siamese cats do so through communication. Their intelligence is first and foremost social. A Siamese cat isn't one to live in isolation. They absolutely need a human companion, someone to interact with, a true family member. They form an incredibly strong bond with their owners, literally shadowing them, eager to assist with every daily activity. They'll help you work on your computer, read a book by your side, and meticulously supervise your dinner preparations. But their most remarkable characteristic is their voice. They don't just meow, they truly converse. Their vocal range is astonishing, stretching from a soft, gentle purr to loud, insistent yowls that are impossible to ignore. They use their voice to express a full spectrum of emotions: joy, displeasure, boredom, and of course, their wishes. A Siamese cat will always tell you how their day went, voice a strong complaint if their food bowl is empty, and persistently invite you to play. This chattiness isn't just a quirky habit, it's a direct manifestation of their advanced intelligence and deep desire to interact. They quickly learn that specific vocalizations elicit certain responses from humans, and they master this skill. In fact, many owners report that over time, they effortlessly begin to understand their pet's unique language. Thanks to their strong human orientation, Siamese cats are remarkably trainable. They easily pick up commands, can learn to fetch, walk on a leash, and even perform various tricks. They genuinely enjoy the learning process, viewing it as yet another engaging way to interact with their beloved human. However, this highly social intelligence requires constant stimulation. Siamese cats cope very poorly with solitude. If left alone for extended periods, they can easily become depressed or begin to exhibit destructive behaviours stemming from boredom and loneliness. So, that concludes our look at number 4. The Siamese cat is far more than just a pet. They are a full-fledged family member, a devoted companion, and a constant conversationalist whose mind is truly wired for communication and deep emotional bonds. But who made it into our top 3? Get ready, because next we're delving into some truly wild instincts. We're closing in on the top 3, and taking the bronze in our ranking is a breed where their wild heritage truly runs deep, not just for show. In 3rd place, the magnificent Bengal cat. Just one glance at their luxurious spotted coat, reminiscent of a leopard's markings, and their powerful muscular body is enough to tell you, this isn't just a domestic pet. This is a miniature predator, retaining the grace and instincts of its wild ancestors. And this wild appearance isn't deceiving. Their intelligence is a direct inheritance from their ancestor, the Asian leopard cat. It's not the social intelligence of a Siamese, but rather the cold, calculating mind of a first-class hunter and strategist. A Bengal constantly assesses their surroundings, analyses and plans. Their brain is wired for solving complex physical challenges. How do they get that toy from the highest shelf? A Bengal won't just jump haphazardly. They'll scan the room, find a chair, jump from it to a table, and from there to their target. They master interactive cat puzzles, retrieving treats from the trickiest designs in a matter of minutes. Doors, drawers, even sliding wardrobes. For a Bengal, these aren't obstacles, but challenges they eagerly accept and often conquer. Another unique trait that truly sets them apart is their remarkable love for water. While most cats steer clear of water, a Bengal can happily play with a stream from the tap, swat at drops in the bathtub, or even try to join you in the shower. This instinct was inherited directly from their ancestors, who hunted fish. Bengals are incredibly energetic and playful, with their games often mimicking true hunting behaviour. They adore fetching objects, setting ambushes, and expertly chasing prey like a laser pointer or feather wand. They absolutely need vertical space, tall cat trees, and elevated perches from which they can survey their domain. But such a powerful mind cannot be left idle. A bored Bengal is a true force of destruction. If their energy and intelligence don't find an outlet in games, puzzles, and exploration, they'll certainly find it in your curtains, your sofas, and anything else that can be knocked over or taken apart. So, that's 3rd place. The Bengal cat, a captivating blend of wild grace and a sharp strategic mind. But who could possibly outrank this brilliant wildcat? Up next, prepare to meet the true Einstein of the feline world. Taking the silver medal in our intellectual challenge is a breed that many experts and breeders unhesitatingly name as one of the smartest, if not the smartest, in the world. In 2nd place, the Burmese cat, or simply the Burma. Visually, the Burmese is pure charm, with a compact yet surprisingly heavy and muscular body, earning them the affectionate nickname, a brick wrapped in silk. Their short satin-like coat gleams in the light, and huge, round, golden eyes that gaze upon the world with incredible wisdom and understanding. But beneath this charming exterior lies an intellect comparable to that of a small child. Burmese possess an astonishing capacity for learning and problem-solving. While a Bengal might tackle problems with physical agility and instinct, the Burmese approaches them from an analytical perspective. They are highly observant. A Burmese will meticulously watch you open the refrigerator, the food cabinet, or the front door. They don't just watch, they memorize the sequence of actions. And don't be surprised if one day you come home to find your Burmese hanging from a doorknob, attempting to open it. They grasp cause and effect relationships at a level remarkably high for felines. This is precisely why Burmese are champions at learning tricks. Commands like sit, paw, and come are grasped almost instantly. Some owners teach them to fetch objects, use a human toilet, and even ring a bell when they want to go outside. For a Burmese, training isn't a tedious routine, but an engaging intellectual game, especially when reinforced with praise and treats. Furthermore, they possess a very gentle, people-oriented nature. They're often called dog-like cats due to their loyalty and desire to always be close to their human companions. They retain their kitten-like playfulness well into old age, always ready for a game, yet aren't as demanding or talkative as Siamese cats. Burmese get along wonderfully with other animals and adore children, showing incredible patience. Their high intelligence allows them to accurately gauge human moods and adapt their behaviour accordingly. They sense when you're sad and will come to comfort you with a quiet purr, and when you're in the mood to play, they'll happily bring you their favourite toy. So that's second place. The Burmese cat is a harmonious blend of high intelligence, trainability, and an incredibly affectionate, companionable nature. But who then managed to secure first place and claim the title of the smartest cat? Get ready, the answer just might surprise you. And now we've arrived at the pinnacle of our ranking. The gold medal and the title of the smartest cat breed goes to a truly otherworldly creature whose appearance either mesmerises or mystifies, but undeniably leaves a lasting impression on everyone. Taking the top spot, the Canadian Sphynx. That's right, this unique hairless feline with its large ears, piercing eyes and wrinkled skin is widely regarded as a genius of the feline world. And there's a perfectly logical explanation for this, stemming directly from their most defining characteristic, their lack of a coat. Consider this. A typical cat spends a significant portion of its time sleeping and resting, staying warm thanks to its fluffy fur. A Sphynx, however, needs to constantly move, seek out heat sources, and actively interact with its environment just to stay warm. This physiological necessity became a powerful evolutionary catalyst for the development of their intelligence. Their brains are perpetually engaged. A bored Sphynx is a cold Sphynx. That's why they're always busy, exploring, playing, socialising, solving problems. They're constantly seeking novel ways to entertain themselves and stay warm. They might learn to open drawers to burrow into a pile of warm sweaters, or even turn on your game console, precisely because it emits heat. Sphynx cats possess phenomenal memory and a remarkable capacity for learning. They remember not just commands but complex sequences of actions. They can master tricks that most other breeds simply cannot. Their intelligence is so high that it sometimes feels as though they understand human speech. They listen attentively, tilting their heads, and respond to your intonation and key words. What's more, Sphynx cats are incredibly social and human-oriented creatures. Their vulnerability drives them to seek human protection and warmth, fostering a remarkably strong, almost dog-like bond. They'll greet you at the door, sleep under the covers with you, and follow you from room to room. Their need for companionship is as strong as their need for warmth. They adore being the centre of attention and happily show off their talents to guests. Some might argue that their behaviour is simply a survival instinct, but it's precisely this instinct that has pushed them to develop cognitive abilities to an extraordinary level. They aren't just smart, they are inventive and resourceful. And so, the top spot goes to the Canadian Sphynx, a breed whose unique physiology has compelled their brains to work at full capacity, transforming them into the most clever, social, and inventive members of the feline family. But here's the real twist. While rankings are certainly interesting, what about your own cat? Perhaps snoozing on your lap right now, whether they're a purebred or the most lovable domestic shorthair. Their intelligence can be tested too. Let's try a couple of simple experiments to assess your cat's cleverness, all from the comfort of your home. The first test is for problem solving and memory. Grab your cat's favourite treat. Right before their eyes, place it under one of 3 identical opaque cups. Gently shuffle them around, but not too quickly. Now, watch what your cat does. If they immediately go for the correct cup and try to tip it over, congratulations. You might have a little genius on your hands with excellent short-term memory and logic. The second test is for understanding object permanence. Show your cat their favourite toy mouse. Then right before their eyes, hide the toy behind a small barrier, like a pillow or a book. Will they look for the toy behind the barrier? If so, it means their brain understands that the object continues to exist, even when it's out of sight. This is a crucial marker of cognitive development, present in surprisingly few animals. These simple tests reveal not just smartness, but the ability to analyse, remember, and understand basic laws of the physical world. And often, the results from an ordinary house cat can truly rival the performance of the most elite breeds. Ultimately, it doesn't really matter what breed your cat is or what place they take in some imaginary ranking. Love, attention, and shared playtime, that's what truly develops intelligence and strengthens your bond with any pet. Thank you for watching this video all the way to the end. If you found this interesting, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss new videos about our amazing pets. And now, for the most important question. Which test did you try and how did it go? Or maybe your cat does something truly extraordinary that proves their genius without any tests at all. Share your story in the comments below. We'd love to read them.